YouTube, welcome to Tragic Pro TV. As you can see, the topic of the day is Streetfighter 5 failed to reach their sales. Capcom sales target was 2 million and they only reached 1.4 million. Now they could have sold more if they had more characters, didn't have issues with their game when it launched, didn't have certain bugs, and fixed their optimizations for the PC. Either than that, the game was okay, but the game needed some fixing. It don't have that many characters, so that's one thing that really turned people away from the game. The only reason why they probably sold 1.4, I'm surprised they sold 1.4 million, because it's not as bad as you think. Because if you think about it, they only got like 8 characters in the game when it first came out. And when the game first came out, you know, it sold because of the tournament hype, and I think what's the name fought. I think it was a rapper that fought the best one. I think it was Diego or whatever his name is, and he beat him, and that made people want to look at it and see if they can do the same thing and stuff like that. But neither here, long story short, you know, since they had like no arcade mode or anything like that where you can go up the ladder and get to the boss, it don't even have a boss fight within the game. People would not buy the game if they don't understand why they made a fighting game that didn't have the standards for fighting games ever since the 90s. Like, if you don't have the standards from back then you're not worth buying. You should have made it free to play, because at least Killer Instinct was free to play when they didn't have all their stuff. Like, you can actually play the game free until the game actually releases story mode, and Killer Instinct has a better value than Street Fighter, because you can pay $40 for that game and get more than what you're paying $60 for Street Fighter 5. But Street Fighter 5 DLCs are free to play. You get what I mean, you get the point. Now, another topic of the day is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is the 8th most disliked video on YouTube. Like what I say, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is in the future. So I expect them to get the most dislikes, because people are getting tired. They're getting overwhelmed with all these jetpack fast-paced games. You can't add a jetpack to a fast-paced game. That's why Crysis didn't sell that much when it was competing with Call of Duty. I mean, Crysis sold as good on PC because PC is PC, and Crysis always had the best optimization when it came down, when they released a game on PC. But when it came to console, it didn't sell that well because it didn't really run as smooth as it did on PC. Call of Duty was already 60 frames per second on the old consoles, and that's why it ran so good. But if you look at the games, yes, the game does look like some type of game from 2010. I mean, Battlefield learned their lesson once it didn't sell as well with Battlefield 2142 on PC, and that's surprising. You know, Battlefield 2142 it is a good game. They need to reboot that, make 2143 or something like that, because that game would be better to compete with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. But I guess this would probably be the best decision, so they can aim for Activision's neck, or you could say Infinity Wars or Call of Duty's neck with this one. It's going back to World War I, where they can sit up there and make people want to, you know, approach their back in the day style. Now, the reason they call it Battlefield 1, a lot of people was wondering why they went back in the past, is because they never released a Battlefield 1. The only Battlefield 1 that they had was Battlefield 1942. And then they came with Battlefield 1943, which is a reboot of Battlefield 1942 with better graphics on the Xbox Arcade. Now, the game didn't really have a big variety as the Battlefield 42 did, but it had more maps, I think, and the graphics looked better, and it felt like a Battlefield game. Like it had a Frostbite, I think it had Frostbite 2 engine, the same engine they used in Battlefield Bad Company 2, and that was advertisement within that game. Now, this game, Battlefield 1, comes out in October. They always release their games in October. So it comes out before Call of Duty, and I expect that Battlefield 1 will sell more than what, you know, Call of Duty sells. And I'm sorry. I mean, they going with this little standard. They trying to do that little thing where they trying to get people Call of Duty, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with the fast pace, but give people the Call of Duty 4 remastered. You know, it's $79.99. I understand. If you look at it, it's $40 per game. So you're paying $40 for the remastered edition. If you're thinking about it, Call of Duty 4 is already out. You can get that on PC and upgrade it and make it look better than the graphics tape producing. Like, you can actually do that. You can mod the game and make it look like some crisis. Because Call of Duty own, like, I'm gonna put it like this: Infinite Warfare used the same engine ever since back in the past. They just, what they do is they just change the light and depth and make it look bright. That's it. They never change the graphics ever. The only time that they change the graphics is made 1080p graphics with the same engine. So their engine been the same. So Battlefield will always outdoing with graphics every time. EA always outdo Activision Call of Duties with graphics. Call of Duty got the low graphics, so I think they want everybody to be able to run at 60 frames per second, but a lot of people getting tired of this half-ass game. Because y'all give us a half-ass game with all these jetpacks and stuff, and the graphics don't look as good as they supposed to look, like a 2010 game. Y'all need to fix that. So, yeah. I'm just gonna have to say this. I might get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, but on one condition: if the game is ass, I'm returning that game. I'm gonna download Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, but I'm not playing Call of Duty Infinite. I'm downloading Call of Duty 4, but I'm not playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Point blank, everybody's gonna turn away from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Battlefield 1 probably will end up killing Call of Duty 4. Not Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with sales. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to make $1, I repeat, if you want to make $1, there's a link in the description that will take you to a place where you can make $1 on PayPal for free without doing anything. All you gotta do is have a PayPal account, sign in, or make up a PayPal account, sign in, and they'll send you $1. All you gotta do is attach your phone number within your PayPal account, and you should be good. Have a nice day, and God bless.